Yeah, but I want to make that my home base, and that's what I would do for an entire year. And I would bring my family with me.
It's your life, your dream. Hell yeah.
Hey, so it was Gandhi that told us, don't be afraid to start over. You may like the new story better. As a matter of fact, we got a text about that when you said it on the show.
Oh, okay.
Someone said they're about to list their house for sale. They're going to sell all the big house items and move to Florida.
Nice.
And they're loving the fact that they have the courage to, like, start a new life in a way.
I love
And
that
it's-
for them.
Yeah, so say it again, one more time. I want to hear it again.
Don't be afraid of starting over. You might just like the new story better.
There you go.
Yeah. I think
You know,
for the
go
most
ahead.
part, every time that I've started over with something I was scared to do, it has improved my life drastically.
It is great advice. It does take courage, but to even give yourself credit for the courage that you put forward to try to change your life, there's something to be proud of too.
There's a couple
Come
of
on.
people who've left here that we know of that they needed kind of like that swift kick in the ass kind of to kind of jumpstart things, and their life is so much better. They're doing so many other things, so many great things, and they've told me before, if I hadn't got let go or if I hadn't made that leap, I would not be where I am today.
So you're saying the best thing we could do right now is just crap can everyone.
Start
Maybe.
firing people.
Believe me, you'll thank me later.
You'll be so happy.
Thanks. Actually, no. I'm okay the way I am. Let's
Actually,
keep it status quo.
out of everyone, I'm scared of for him most.
Why is that?
No. That means when he is canned from here and goes out and creates an even better life for himself, that's going to be the big story. That's going to be the headline.
Absolutely.
I hope that's
Let-
the
Elvis,
headline.
Let's put it to the test. What?
When you got crap canned in Philly, how great was that? Like in
I
retrospect.
came to New York.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go.
See?
And don't you like now go to the people that crap canned you, nanny poo poo, stick
No.
your head and do.
I tell you why. Because I can't find them. They're out of the business.
Oh, wow.
So you think things are bad when they're happening, but then the story gets better. That's just the way
Exactly.
it's supposed to happen.
You know what? And the people that were dumb enough to fire me, they're probably living much better lives now because they got fired.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you want names?
Yes, name them.
Anyway, so let's go ahead and give the floor to Gandhi, our spiritual guru. Now, what is this? What are these questions you have for us?
So it's from a page I follow on Instagram called The Good Chat Game, and it teaches you a lot through conversation and questions about the people around you, whether it's a significant other or a friend or with us, coworkers and friends. It's just fun stuff to kind of get to know each other better.
Nice.
Okay, let's go. Let's put it to the test.
Okay,
Wait,
so
this is Good Chat Game.
Yes, Good Chat Game. So this one, I think we kind of talk about it in here often, but if you could pause your career for 1 year, where would you go and what would you do?
Wow.
What would you do?
So many things.
There's a lot
Who
of
wants to
things.
start?
I'm going to start. I've always wanted to ride a motorcycle.
Well, there goes. We will be seeing you next year.
3 days I'll be.
When you come
dead.
back.
But I want to ride from the very tip of South America all the way to Alaska.
Wow.
Wouldn't that be something to do
Oh.
in
Wow.
a year?
Okay. That would be amazing.
All the places you'd see, the people you'd meet, the food
Now,
you'd try.
where on that map would you die?
Probably about 4 miles in. Oh, that's where you're in Del Fuego, I think.
We had to send Nate home in a sponge.
Oh, God.
Turned into a
Okay,
meat
but
crayon.
is that a serious one? I mean, you've really thought about what
I've
that would
really
be like?
thought about that. I think getting out of your comfort zone, like Gandhi was saying earlier, you learn so much about yourself, and what better way to do that than doing something that you really don't know how to do that well. Granted, I would take lessons and learn how to do it better. But then you're in a place you've never been, doing something you've never done, going to a place you've never been. God, you would learn so much about yourself.
So much.
I love that.
That's cool.
Okay. What about you, Danielle?
I would definitely want to live in the UK for a couple of months in kind of like the outskirts, like the countryside, and just unplug if I can. Just have access to who I want to have access to. I would love to do that. Also, I'd like to do some Broadway stuff if possible. I'd also live to work in Disney World if possible. I'd go to the casting office and pound on the door and ask them if I could come in. And I want to open a boutique. That I think would be fun. So maybe in the year that I took a step back from the career, I could get my boutique going. I mean, I got lists of stuff I'd love to do. So
Well, that's a lot to do. You have a year to do it.
Yeah,
I
let's
bet
go.
you could accomplish most of that in that year.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Gandhi?
I would get my mom and my dad and my sister and brother-in-law and Brandon if he wanted to go. And I would go to all the places I know my parents really want to see, but they're not going to book on their own.
That's cool.
Good.
I know that if I said, hey, I'm doing this, are you coming? They would say yes. But I want them to live so much of life, and I know that they're just not going to plan it. Like, I have to be the one to plan it.
Yeah.
So I think I would do that because I want them to see all the things that they want to see and experience life. I would like to do that. And there's also a business that I've really wanted to start for a long time that I just need time to put it together, and I would like to do that. So those two things.
Wow. You got a year. You can do all that in a year.
1 year.
When are we starting, by the way? When do we?
We're still looking at the calendar to figure out
Just wanted to check.
when we're all going to go for a year. What about you, Scary?
Well, common theme here, travel. I would probably rent a place for a year in Japan and make that my home base.
Wow.
And see.
Wait,
and
where?
Japan.
No way, you?
Yes.
That's
I've been
cool.
wanting to go to Tokyo and
but for a
Osaka.
year?
No. Hear me out. I'd make my home base there. I explore Japan, all the cities, and then I go to and I jump off to other places in the Far East because I want to see that side of the world. I've only seen Singapore with Gandhi.
Yes.
And that was it. And I'm like,
It's great.
There's a whole world over here on
Yeah.
this side of the world.
Oh, look
I
at
mean,
you.
I know it sounds weird, but
No.
but I want to make that my home base, and that's what I would do for an entire year. And I would bring my family with me.
It's your life, your
Yeah,
dream.
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
And my
it.
girlfriend.
Good for you.
If she could.
All right, do it. Bring them on.
Throw in
Well,
my
you said
girlfriend.
that.
No, well, I don't know if she'd get on. She just started a new job.
I'm
so,
sure
you know.
your family and girlfriend would love to live your dream.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like my dream is their dream as well. I mean, who doesn't want to travel and see things that
Your
a
dad
bucket-
may not want to go to Japan.
These are bucket list items.
I don't know if your dad wants to go to Japan.
Well, my dad's been to Vietnam.
So yeah. So
I
yeah.
bet that wasn't a vacation.
That was not a big
Okay.
No.
Jesus, scary.
Vietnam has
What are you
changed a lot.
talking about?
Vietnam has changed a lot since Dad was there.
Okay,
It's
good.
beautiful beaches. It's a great
I've been
place
to
to visit. What
Hanoi.
about, what about you, producer Sam?
I got two options I feel like I'm split between. Either one, I would go somewhere in Europe and kind of stay put and work on pottery because I am so inspired when I see how other people around the world treat their craft. And just like the rest of us, life gets in the way, so I'm not as consistent as I really want to be. It just brings me so much joy. Or I would be backpacking. I would have no home base for the entire year, and I would just explore as much of the world as I can, because I'll tell you, there's not one location that someone will show me a picture of and I won't be like, put it on the list. Like, my list is too long. I have to go to all of these places before I die, and it's just too much. So it'd be a great year to try and like squeeze them all in.
Awesome.
A year off for you, Scotty B. What are you doing?
Well, I've always wanted to travel cross country on a train. So I want to take like an Amtrak coast to coast, and I want to make stops along the way and explore and go through the mountains and whitewater raft. And I just want to do all that, but I want to do it via train. I just think that that's very interesting. What?
Scotty in a whitewater raft, we would just be full of like defecation.
Why?
It would be
Ew.
brown water so fast.
Yeah, it wouldn't be whitewater at all, would it?
Okay, maybe just canoeing then.
Okay.
No, you should definitely do it. I think
No,
you
but
would
it's
like it.
the train thing is what's got me.
Hell yeah.
I've done some research, and I just
Yeah.
want to go right across the country on a train.
You know, more and more companies, travel companies, hotel chains are buying routes. Have you seen this?
No.
I mean, there's a big hotel company called Belmond, Belmond. They've got great hotels around the
Yeah.
world. They now have, I think, Orient Express trains. They have trains that go from Venice to Paris. And you know, they're available. You can do those. You
That's
can
so
do like a
cool.
week, or if you have a year, do a year.
That's so
I think
cool.
it's an awesome idea.
All right, Elvis, when we start this next week, what are you going to do?
Well, I thought about it. I'm sure all of our answers will be different if we come back in a month and ask the same question. But today, I would love to pack up my family, my husband and my dogs, and get a great villa over in Italy or Spain or another country. Immerse myself into that culture. Not only get to know how to live my life, learning a new language and perfecting it, and cooking their food and learning their history, but get to know my husband better. Because you're learning with someone else, just like you were talking about taking your family away, Gandhi. Not only do you want to share things with them that you want them to see, but also you learn a lot about each other when you're in a set of circumstances that are foreign or unique and different. And I think that would be a great plateau in life to like really enjoy that for a year.
Yeah.
And then come back, get my job back, and pay for that crap.
Right? We're all going to be desperately in debt. It's be crazy.
Yes. It's okay. It's okay. We're not alone. A lot of people are in debt. Anyway, so live your dreams. If you don't think about them, you'll never dream them. I love that. Thanks for bringing that in today.
Anytime.